Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Ben. We've got single barrel bourbon on the bar. Let's get into it. All right, so we got an exciting one on the bar today. This one is BAM, 4 Roses single barrel strength. This is the OBSQ. Okay, so this is the OBSQ version of the 4 Roses single barrel strength. It's one of 10 recipes that they have. 11 years, 2 months, it's 120.4 proof. So it's a nice high proof on this one. Picked this one up at Costco in Chaska, Minnesota at the grand opening. These are generally pretty tough to find in Minnesota. They were around for a while a couple years ago, and I'm hoping they're making a comeback now because I've only purchased one bottle of this, but the samples I've had of the other ones have been excellent. So this one is known for being, apparently according to their little recipe guide here, floral, rose petal, spicy, and medium body. I typically don't like to read tasting notes before getting into a bourbon, but I had already seen it, so the damage was already done. So on the nose, definitely spicy. I'm getting a little bit of that floral note, but there's a lot of sweetness coming off of this too. One thing I should note, I typically don't review multiple single barrels. You know, like if we got like a Henry McKenna, we'll just do, you know, the Henry McKenna review. I don't do every different barrel. But this one, since it is a different recipe, I think it's kind of cool to just kind of dive into the different recipes and see how they compare. I'll probably do a video at some point comparing the 2 store picks I have of this. But that's why I'm doing like another 4 Roses single barrel review, just because it's a new recipe that I haven't had before. But yeah, on the nose, it is really spicy, but it's mixed with some really nice sweetness too. It's not just the floral and spicy. Well, let's see what the palate has to offer. Cheers. That's outstanding. Wow. That's so good. That has, you definitely get the high rye vibes off of this one. 4 Roses is known for being a high rye bourbon, and this one is definitely there, but it has that kind of high rye where you get the spice, but like I said, on the nose, it's kind of wrapped in that, wrapped around like this really nice sweetness, and all that transfers to the palate on this one. The rye whiskeys that I've been into lately have been ones that are high proof and they have a really nice balance of the sweet and spicy. Sometimes you get the ones that are like 100 proof rye or 95 rye, and those are good and they're still can have their sweetness, but sometimes, for me personally, for what I like for my palate, sometimes the rye kind of spice and some of those clove notes and like allspice, even like a little bit of licorice, those notes kind of win out over the sweetness. And this being a very high rye bourbon, I think it has all of those kind of like nice aspects of those notes, but they're balanced so nicely with the really kind of sweet base to it. Yeah, this is really good. It makes me sad that these aren't available in every single store. Yeah, 100% recommend on that. If you do live in Minnesota and these are still available, I bought this one last weekend, I want to say. I would head over and pick one of those up. It's kind of difficult reviewing these ones that are a little harder to come by because it's like, okay, you probably can't go out and just find it. But I will say this, regardless of what the recipe is, I would definitely recommend any of these barrel strength 4 Roses picks because you know, I've purchased 2, but I've had samples from viewers and I've had, you know, friends have had bottles. Every single one of them that I've had has been excellent. I mean, these things are top notch as far as I'm concerned. So this is an automatic buy for me. They do run around $100. I think I picked this one up for 86 or something like that, 87 bucks, just, you know, Costco, it's a little bit cheaper. But yeah, even at the $100 price point, it's kind of like the Old Forester barrel strengths at $100. I think these $100 is getting up there with, you know, kind of the limit of what I'll pay most of the time. But I think these things drink really at a high level. They have very, very much like a premium bourbon sort of experience to them. Nice, you know, like viscosity and oiliness. They really do come across. I mean, it's 11-year age-stated barrel proof single barrel. I mean, that's going to command a premium price. And I think this one drinks every bit the quality of a premium bourbon. So I would say definitely if you run into any of these, pick one up. And let me know in the comments what you think. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We also have a Patreon you can check out. I'd love it if you would do that. This has been Four Roses OBSQ Private Barrel Strength on the Bourbon Note. I'm Ben. We'll see you in the next one.